toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
Yeah, and it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win and is
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. On the run, it's McCoby. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defender. He's running free down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Illinois!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Number 24, set to kick it off.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Under fire! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, it's such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about...
Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Altmaier. Finds his big tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They're going to run it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Made a defender miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Valentine. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Got a man. It's Clement. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field, to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Watson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Boilermakers come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go right back to it. Across the 45. He's loose. He's at the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Extra point here will give them the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Shakes off the defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That had all the makings of a pick-6, and it just turned into a completion.
Oh, man, you throw that out route, you're sitting there, you're waiting on it, you get your hand on it, and they still complete it. Man, that could have been a huge play for the defense.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead down.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He breaks a tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Boilermakers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Altmaier. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Brought down at the 45 after a pickup. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down, looking for more. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The give to the back. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Working the middle, it's complete.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Arkin. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Illinois now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to turning it on! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got room at the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Boilermakers line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Illinois 20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Back to pass. It's Altmaier. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes the easy completion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Thomas. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Purdue! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards.
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Snagged in the middle, it's Clement. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Altmaier. They'll run the screen. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picks up the 1st down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He ran through the contact. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. He's got an open man. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. As a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Illinois, 27.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Finding an escape route. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.